I like the big bang for the buck.
He's joining the show already in progress. Rebooting? What are you, some kind of neophyte?
Yeah, I guess it's been 6 months.
I just looked at the uptime. Hey, everybody, welcome to Unrelenting. I'm Darren and Gene. And I pulled up my iTerm, and it is at 27 days, 23 hours, and 49 minutes. So we are going on 4 weeks of the Mac Mini between boots.
Well, I'm not really kidding. I mean, I don't know exactly when I rebooted, but
about 6 months.
It wasn't hot outside the last time I rebooted. I know that.
You're like, what's going on? Why'd you reboot?
It's at least 3 months, but could be half a year.
Why did you reboot? Was there something going on? Was the NSA tap finally too far into the machine?
I guess I was just, you know how you get pop-ups and you just click on them to make them go away?
Usually you read them and understand what they are. No,
nobody reads those things.
You're like, get out of my way.
Yeah,
I got porn to watch.
Yeah. Click. Oh, shit, it's rebooting.
I got spaceships to buy. Who knows? Oh, knows.
There is a new spaceship coming out.
Oh, well, there's always a new one coming out.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You want to get across the galaxy even faster? Gene's your guy. He will sell you a used spaceship. Used spaceship. It'll be freshly painted in Earl Scheib, though. Right. Don't worry. It's my first podcast in a week, man. Was having some Xfinity issues.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it started Friday night into Saturday, and I kind of ignored it because by Saturday morning it was fine. But then it did the same thing Saturday night into Sunday, which was like 10 to midnight on Saturday into Sunday. I'm like, okay. And by Sunday morning, it was crashing when I woke up, but by like 9:30, it was back to the pre-show and all that. Everything was fine. But of course, going into then Monday, same thing. And it was down past 10:30 in the morning. So I finally said to Larry, like, oh, not going to work. Haven't had time to pull any clips. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. And of course, Comcast. Oh, that's
right. You do a clip show with them. I keep forgetting.
They have the most horrible system now. Comcast, I was always the kind of guy to say nice things about Comcast because the support that I got was fairly good. Now it's almost impossible to get a live person. Their system seems to be this. If your modem is connected to their network, hey, everything's fine.
Right.
If your modem's not connected,
have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Of course. And they tell you to do that. And then you have to wait 10 minutes before asking for any more help because it doesn't take 10 minutes. Sorry, Xfinity. But no, that is their main thing to want to try. But if you're not connected, it's, hey, your modem's unplugged. Like, fuck you. No, it's not. That's the problem. That is the problem. And it wasn't losing the sync to whatever the next step up the line is, because the modem, the light was staying white when you look into the stats.
It reminds me of the olden days with the cell phones where you would dial 611 to talk to the phone company, the
service
cell company.
Yeah.
And they never had any other numbers listed. So if your phone's not working, your cell phone's not working, you can't talk to the damn company.
Right, dial 611 from your phone and you'll get service.
Yeah.
But the phone's not working.
Oh, I had that a couple of times where it's like, wait a minute, hold on here.
You see the breakdown in this particular system. So that was the issue, and I went into the modem because I'm probably smarter, or at least more knowledgeable about this, let's say, than most. So I log into the modem, and the modem shows an uptime, so it's not losing its sync to its mothership. But there are very simplistic things in the Xfinity modem, like put in a web address. You can put google.com in or whatever and see if the modem can access it. When it was down, because I'm like, this makes sure it's not my router or anything else. And yes, the modem couldn't access it. It was still showing up, and their people wanted to roll a tech. That was all I got from the people on Twitter. And I'm like, dude, there's got to be an outage in the area. No, we're not showing an outage in the area, not showing an outage in the area. So on Monday, the wife went to work, of course, because, that's what she does.
Yeah.
And one of the people she works with used to work on the phones for Xfinity support, so knows a bunch of people. So I got a call that night from Xfinity support, and like, we'll give you your $3. There was some problem, with the node in your area, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, but this has been happening every night, and surely enough, Monday night happened again. So by the time it all came down to the showing up on there's an outage. It was like 5 days later. It was Tuesday or Wednesday. Was it Tuesday? Maybe. Yeah, Tuesday. And showing the outage was affecting 100 to 500 customers. I'm like, really? It took you 4 fucking days to figure this out and have a crew out there to fix that. And once that was fixed, not one drop. So obviously that's what it was. But it was hilarious because the support's like, nope, we're not seeing any problem in the area. And I'm like, there's a fucking problem in the area. I don't care if you're seeing it or not.
If my connection is down for an hour, I start calling.
Yeah. And since I have, with the Mac Mini's always up, but I jump back and forth between the VPN so much. Okay, I'm sure I can bypass the VPN, but on my Raspberry Pi that's running my Bitcoin node for my Lightning node.
Yeah.
I just put a simple program in that was available through the Umbrel, which will do the exact same thing. You can set a website or a web address and do a simple ping or whatever you want. So I have it now once a minute, just pinging 1111, which is Cloudflare, one of those DNS systems. So now I'll have a record on a machine that's always running no matter what. So if it goes down again, you can...
Yeah, and then they'll probably, if you call in and say, hey, I've got a record where I ping once a minute, I tell you exactly when it's down and say, oh, I'm sorry, sir, we didn't realize you were on the business plan. Let's make sure you're on the correct plan for your usage. No,
and they were more than... That's the chick, like, they offered, hey, I know it's not a lot, but we'll give you 1 day... off the service. It's
$3.
$3. I'm like, really? I don't care about the $3. Fix it. Fix it. Yeah. Fix it so I can do the rock and roll pre-show and Planet Rage and all the others. And then that's Wednesday, crazy. Of course, it wasn't a connection issue for not doing random thoughts, but the wife was off for a doctor appointment and then had guys here doing some work, which is always annoying. So like, okay, had to.
I thought you started saying, oh, the wife had some guys over.
Right.
Annoying.
Yeah, they were being really fucking loud.
They were being loud.
I'm
sitting in my basement and it was just too loud.
Tried to do a podcast and it was so, oh my God, this was.
Can you guys keep it down, please?
Yes, I'm trying to do a podcast here. Would you please keep the sound level at a minimum?
Oh. You picked up the voice I dropped down. That's great.
Yes, I'm a professional podcaster, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
And as you push your glasses up. Yeah, that totally creates the picture.
And we had Texas weather. It was so fucking humid. Not that I leave the house.
Louisiana weather.
The first time we've been in this house now, 15 years or so.
Yeah.
The first time ever, the vent, which is the first vent off of the AC, which is in the
dripping?
Yes. I mean, like raining, dripping.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like, well, the wife at first is like, oh my God, did a pipe burst? It's like, no.
It's not Texas weather, though. It's Louisiana weather.
Yeah.
Correctly.
Very humid.
I think Austin, certainly, and I think some of the other places I've been to, it is less humid than Minnesota was.
Which is better. Less humid is better.
Yeah, less humid is better. I mean, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still over 100 degrees, but it's a less humid over 100 degrees.
Yeah, and the drain was not plugged, Ned. In the troll room there, that was one of the things I read. And here's the thing. the drain plug does get airlocked every now and then. Because if I kick it, this is so jank the way this was done in our basement. I have no doubt that the homeowners probably did it themselves. Because the pipes run kind of down and then underneath where the air return is, and the last bit of the line is almost just straight on the floor. There's almost no angle. Right. Yeah. So they had shimmed it up and everything like that. So if it falls down even a little, it'll get airlocked in. And then what happens is the whole floor of the basement just floods because all the water comes out and starts dripping back by the water heater and everything else.
Yeah.
And that's happened a couple of times, but that's no big deal. It doesn't get into the vents. And I opened up the vents. I mean, I'm a complete idiot when it comes to all this mechanical stuff, but I knew enough to like open up the vent and like feel around in the vent. And it's like, no, the water's not in the vent. It's just magically appearing due to the humidity level. And the humidity level in the house, even though I keep it at like 70, so down in the lower level, it was like 65. The humidity
was 65?
The humidity was 55.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah. And so actually that's a good comparison, because I don't have a dehumidifier. I just have the AC, which is, running all the time usually. And I have to humidify the air for my pet snakes, because if I don't humidify it year round, it'll drop down to the upper 20s, low 30s.
Which it should do when the air is constantly running.
Yeah. But I need to keep it at least at 40 for the pets.
So you're bringing it up, I'm bringing it down.
Yeah, I'm literally dumping water into the air all the time here.
And I bought another, $200.
And I probably, to be fair, I probably wouldn't do that if I didn't have pet reptiles. I would probably just, or at least if I had desert pet reptiles, right, then they wouldn't care.
But I have dry
reptiles that like to go for a swim, and so they like the air to be a little more humid.
That makes sense. So I bought another $200 dehumidifier and just sat that on the next to the last level. So
we should ship your water back to me, and then I'll put it in my humidifier.
Would be a great idea if we could just transport that.
Yeah,
teleport it. The little bucket, which is, I think it's only like a gallon and a half
for the environment.
Yes, for the environment. Make UPS bring it.
Let's ship the water so you don't dump it out. So it's made use of.
All we have to do is take one of the United States Postal Service flat rate boxes and just put
exactly.
Put a baggie in there, Ziploc, double water. Ziploc. It just said water. I'm going to do it. I'm going to send it to Gene. Here's some water.
Yeah.
Right out of the air.
Probably the right way to do it would be to freeze the water into a block first, and then inside a baggie, obviously, and then ship it so that it's not sloshing the whole way. It'll slowly melt, and by the time I get it, it'll be pure water.
Or you just freeze it and don't put it in a baggie and fuck the post office. Drop it off frozen and watch the box disintegrate.
Something that I've always wanted to do, because it'd be funny, but I never got around to doing because too much work, is to ship a shipment of basically you ship a block of dry ice and you label it as a computer laptop.
Yeah. Which is then it shows a weight.
And then when it's received, it's like, hold on, guys, this box, I haven't even opened the box, but it's really light. What the hell happened to the laptop that was in there?
I mean, look,
it's still sealed. You guys must have resealed it, because I never opened it, and it's empty. It's totally empty inside. What's going on?
What'd you do with my laptop?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, never did that, but I think it would be funny if somebody did.
Insurance fraud is always funny. I mean,
I know, right? Well, nobody has said anything about insurance, just for the fun of it.
You're just asking questions.
Having a laugh.
We are just asking questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little gallon and a half, which I'll put downstairs because it does have the drain, and the dehumidifier that we have down there now is so old. Like, really, I'll plug them both into a kilowatt just to see how much more power it's taking.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's down. It was like down to 42%. Oh, it feels so much better in the house when the humidity is down. But that little 1.5 gallon bucket was filling up like every less than 12 hours.
Damn.
I know. But that's
small. I'm trying to remember how big the dehumidifier was that I had in Minnesota. It was one of those things it was like a square
little thing on wheels. Yeah.
With a removable bucket on the back. But that was, I don't know how many gallons that was.
The old one we have is probably 2.5 gallons. The new one, I don't think they believe anybody's going to have it go into the bucket because the bucket is horrible. It's all just, you're going to drain this, right? You're going to use a hose to get that water out.
Yeah.
And then we finally had to put a vent into the little room in the basement where the battery backup sump pump is. Because even the safe batteries can put off a little bit of hydrogen gas when they recharge. So you don't want them in a very sealed off area because boom, would be bad. I'm like, this is great.
You're using lead acid? You're not using lithium?
No, but it probably is a lithium, but it's
not putting out any hydrogen
then maybe it is a lead acid. It's whatever they use. And there's two different types. There's like a sealed one, I think.
Heavy or is it light?
I think it's a fairly heavy battery. I mean, it looks like a car battery kind of thing.
Yeah. That's lead acid.
Which is the beauty of the whole thing. It's like, okay, so the basement won't flood, but maybe it'll explode.
Yes, that's true.
It's you got to choose one. You got to choose one or the other. So I'm like, okay. There were two choices. One, replace the door on that little part, which nobody really goes into or out of. Replace the door with a louvered door, which seemed like a much bigger expense. Or just buy another air return vent and cut it into the wall and just that was way easier.
Yeah, so you prefer to breathe that stuff in. Gotcha.
Well, of course. Well, I mean, you got to vent it out somewhere. Really, the thing would be, how do we vent it out of the basement with the pipe that is already going outside? But then that you would have had to drill, through the house again because it's only the one pipe for the sump pump. But really, the best thing would have been to vent that out because it's closed. So who cares if some heat gets into that little room?
The more you describe your house, the more I'm thinking of the apartment in the movie Brazil.
I don't think I've seen Brazil.
Oh my God!
I've never seen Brazil.
Watch it.
And I made it to Paramount Plus the one night. These fuckers too, man.
Yeah.
And there were other people having the same issue, so I know I wasn't completely insane. The Roku app was allowing you to log in, see everything that they had. Because I was like, okay, Gene said, watch Star Trek, it ain't woke.
Yep.
And I tried to start that, and it was just a blue spinning circle for hours on end.
Oh, that's not Star Trek.
People were like, oh, well, you have to disable all of your ad blockers and pie hole and everything else. And I'm like, fuck that. For the Paramount Plus, I guess they must have been blocking something, or maybe it was just temporary because now it works after a few days.
Yeah.
Which I haven't got around to Star Trek. We then saw the Willie Nelson documentary, so watch the 4 episodes of that. Now we can get around to Star Trek.
That's 4 episodes?
Yeah. I mean, Willie's been around a long time, man.
I know, but doing the exact same thing.
He's got, he keeps getting new wives. I mean, not recently, but it seemed like earlier in his career, it was kind of like, and then Willie got married again.
Yeah.
I've never even heard about any of the divorces. He just seems to keep getting married.
Yeah. Well, he, there was early Willie, which looked very different and sang kind of different. And then there was Willie for the last 50 years.
Yeah. And he's kind of looked the same, although now he's looking older. Much. Now he's sounding older, but up until he was about 80.
What's he, 90 now?
Yeah.
I mean, that marijuana has some preservatives, I think.
It's keeping him going. That's he doesn't smoke anymore. He only imbibes with the edibles now because his lungs.
Well, that's the only way to do it, frankly.
They found out his lungs were shot a few years ago. So there's something to be said. The marijuana is not perfect for your body.
No.
But
so speaking of bodies, I fucked up my ankle somehow.
Were you walking?
I don't know.
Did you stand up? Why would you do this?
I I had noticed a few days ago that I had a little bit of soreness in the bottom of my foot, like I guess the outside of the foot. And I was like, I wonder what I did. How did I must have stepped funny on something or did something. I didn't think twice about it. And then next day, that soreness kind of migrated a little bit to the arch of the foot. And the next day, that soreness migrated to the ankle of the foot and it's been sitting there for the last 2 days.
Well, migrating pain is not good.
Isn't it?
Probably a blood clot.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that's exactly what it is. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take my down
blood
the
clots don't cause pain. Come on.
No, they just cause early death.
Yes. And then given that I'm not dead for 5 days now, I'd say it's not a blood clot. But what it is annoying because it's not to the level of like you twisted your ankle and now you're screwed for the next month and a half. But it's definitely to the level where I'm gimping. Like I don't want to place weight on that foot.
Well, then don't place weight on the foot.
Well, yeah, I'm attempting to do more TV watching in the bed.
While hopping on one foot.
Well, yeah, I mean, not really. But
goes without saying.
It's tender. Let's put it that way. The ankle is tender and a little bit, like inflated.
So it's inflating itself too.
Yeah, what do you call that? It's not called
swelling.
It's called swelling. It's a little bit swollen. Like not much. It's not anywhere near as bad as the pain like when I had gout. Gout is god awful. But it's still enough tenderness there that I don't really want to be walking on it right now.
Well, that's not good.
I know. And just as I was about to go for that 10-mile hike to lose some weight, it's crazy.
Possible causes would be an injury or a sprain.
Oh, thank you. No shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The AI tell you that?
Tendinopathy, inflammation or injury to tendons could do it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is tendon related because that's all that's in there. There are no muscles in your foot.
Arthritis. Oh, both osteoarthritis and inflammatory, like rheumatoid arthritis, can cause pain and swelling.
Pain.
Edema.
It's not a bone pain. It's very much a tendon pain.
Edema, the accumulation of fluids from sitting or standing.
Edema. I know what edema looks like. This is not edema.
Yeah, I had some of that on the top of my foot, and the doctor's like,
I had edema when I started one of my blood pressure meds, amlodipine, I think.
Yeah, that happened to my mom. When they doubled her amlodipine, the ankle started swelling. I'm like, that's from the amlodipine. Like, this is
backwards. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to go the other way.
Right? And you're like, well, ankle swelling is the opposite of what we're looking for.
Right. And so I talked to the doctor. I'm like, I don't want to take this anymore. It's causing the edema. And then he's like, all right, we'll stop it. So stopped it for about a month. And then I had like half a bottle left over. And I hate to throw shit away. So I thought, if it's supposed to lower the blood pressure, I'll just take it for half a bottle, right? It's what's the worst thing that'll happen? So I started taking it, nothing, no edema. I'm like, hold up. I said, give me another script for this thing. Let me try it again. And apparently my body got used to it or something because I took it for probably a month and a half, probably about 90 days, and I was getting the edema in the feet. Not so much even in the ankles, just like in the feet themselves. Like I was putting my foot into shoes and it would be super tight. And after about 90 days onwards, they didn't do that anymore.
The body got used to it.
I think so. I think body got used to it.
And again, my mom at the half dose, no problem. Yeah. They doubled the dose. All of a sudden, they got swelling. I do want to point out that the AI says under other causes, blood clots, infection, or systemic illnesses can sometimes cause painful swelling in the foot and ankle.
Yeah, that ain't it.
When to seek medical advice?
Never.
Never, because they're going to just cut off your foot.
Why would you seek medical advice? That's paying somebody to literally read the same information you have anyway.
If only one foot or ankle is affected, especially if the pain came on suddenly or without a clear cause, seek medical advice.
Yeah, no.
If it's a blood clot, kids, then everybody has that on their bingo card.
It's not a blood.
And there might not be an Unrelenting next week. Just saying.
I eat aspirin for breakfast, dude. It's not a blood clot.
I do too. Aspirin, low dose.
More likely if I accidentally have a hole in my foot that all my blood drains out.
That could happen.
That could happen.
Izzy Stradlin, I saw a quick little part of an interview that he did with Sammy Hagar. He's one of the guitarists from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
And he almost died back when I think it was his pancreas blew up to the size of a football.
Oof.
And so that's when he went into the hospital. He's like, the pain was so bad. He's like, they gave me morphine and nothing happened. So I kind of realized I was fucked.
Yeah. Well, I totally get that because morphine doesn't really work. So that's
it's kind of like the marijuana for you. Nothing happens.
It is. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the pills that I took. It was like Dilaudid, I think. Does nothing. Does nothing for pain. It does make your dreams more interesting.
Ooh.
But it doesn't do anything for the pain.
Well, good dreams are at least fun.
Well, I didn't say good, did I?
No, he said different. You're like in Freddy's world.
No, just more like gravity doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, well, you'd like that because that's spaceships.
Well, spaceships. Yeah,
spaceships.
You're trying to walk and it's not working right.
Izzy Stradlin said when they were getting ready to release him from the hospital.
Yeah,
they started recommending different rehab facilities. He's just like,
oh yeah,
you don't understand. I'm fucking done. There's no way I'm doing that shit anymore. After this, it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said he went for about 12 years without drinking water. He's like, it was just alcohol every day.
Well, I mean, that's 50% water.
So, I mean, that's close. It's almost healthy.
Depending on which alcohol, it could be more than 50% water.
If a nice low.
Remember, we're only 70% water. So if you're drinking something that has got less than 30% alcohol, you're actually getting too much water.
I'd like to remind you this show does not offer medical advice. Ever.
Just drinking advice.
Yes. Completely different.
Well, I mean, numerologically, it's totally true.
You just want to listen to your body, and when it's balking at you, like magically going, hey, we'll have a pain that starts here and moves up. Now, if by the next show it's like up to your thigh.
If it's in my knee. Yeah, I know.
You're like, no, everything's fine.
It's all good.
There's hospitals.
Chop my leg off, but other than that, we're all good.
That'll happen. I mean, really, do you need both legs to pedal a recumbent bike? It always comes back. It's right there. Always comes back.
It does. It does. Yeah, I mean, definitely don't need both eyes. That's for sure.
Nope. Just one. I'm waiting, man. There's those super retinas that they'll be putting in. Like we waited a nice long
Elon
time.
Growing some.
It wasn't him, but somebody has the synthetic retina. So it's going to be interesting to see which one wins, synthetic retina or we can regrow the cells with various stem cell or other types of.
Yeah, I need to go to the eye doctor. I mean, this has been on my mind for a couple of weeks, and it still hasn't gone away. So I probably should go to the eye doctor.
Which hasn't.
Remember, I told you, I think 2 weeks ago, I noticed my vision improved.
Yes.
And instantly, it's like brain cancer.
Yeah, something is pushing on
it might be brain cancer. You never know. But yeah, it definitely seems, but it's in both eyes, which is why I don't think it's brain cancer. Because having brain cancer in both parts of the brain at the same time in the exact same spot is very unusual.
Yes, having two tumors pushing on two different eyes.
Yeah, at the same time. Exactly.
It's way more likely that you were brought up to the mothership by some alien race and they did some little tune-up on you.
My butt's been hurting too. I don't know what's going on there.
Speaking of those strange dreams you've been having.
Yeah, I got broken ankle, butt hurts, eyes, perfect vision all of a sudden after not having perfect vision my whole life. What's going on, man?
I think the snake's roofing you, man.
Could be, man. I had opened the door on the snake's house yesterday so I'd go take a bath. And it hadn't done that by about dinner time. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I walked downstairs about 7, 8 o'clock and then ended up taking a nap and woke up around midnight. And because I don't normally go to sleep at 8 o'clock, but
are you sure?
Took a nap.
For those all-night gaming tech things coming in.
And I woke up at midnight. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to walk back upstairs because I left the snake thing open. It's probably sitting on top of the computer now, playing games instead of me.
Buying new spaceships. Buying better spaceships.
It, for whatever reason, has a few times when I left it overnight and forgot about it, the snake has been sitting on top of the keyboard.
It's doing it to piss you off.
Now, I will say that it's probably the warmest spot in the house because there's 4 monitors all angled and pointed at the keyboard.
That would make sense.
And so I think it's looking for a nice bit of radiation to sit in and sleep. But, I've had to replace a few keyboards now. It's it's over 100-pound snake.
Yeah, was it watching YouTube snake videos?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was giving me thumbs down on all my videos. I don't know what's going on there. But I walked upstairs, gimped upstairs because of my ankle, and walked over to the snake room. And nope, he was still sleeping in his house with the door open for the whole day. Never stuck his nose out. Just sleeping.
Didn't even notice.
Didn't even notice the door was open. Nope. Because generally, I'll open it during the day. He'll come out during the day. Then either I'll leave him in the bathroom where he's sleeping in the bathtub, or if he's climbs out of the bathtub, I'll just kind of put him back in his room and close the door. But he never came out.
So. Weirdo would like to know what kind of snake that is.
It's a reticulated python. He is 18 feet long and a little over 100 pounds last time I weighed him.
So he's doing better than you.
Well, I mean, his foot doesn't hurt.
Not anymore.
It's never hurt.
He's like, what do you got those things for? I just slither on down.
Yeah.
Slither.
No, and I've had him since he was a little 3-foot long baby.
So that's why you think it's not going to try to strangle you in your sleep.
It's absolutely not going to do that. No.
You don't think anyway.
No. It's we have a symbiotic relationship.
It's like as long as you bring me food.
Yeah, I feed him. He doesn't kill me. So
it works. It's kind of the way wives work most of the time, I think.
Yeah. It's a little cheaper, but yeah.
The snake or the wife?
Oh, the snake is definitely cheaper.
It doesn't wear high heels. We'll go that more. No feet.
It's not buying handbags. Yeah.
No feet. No, it could be a handbag though, and it
could
knows.
Be his handbag. Yeah. Could be boots. Yeah.
Knows that can happen. And I want
He's
to.
Very pretty. I mean, he would make a hell of a set of boots.
Don't let him hear you say that.
Luckily, he doesn't have ears, so.
But he knows. He can sense.
Mm-hmm.
He can sense. I want to do a quick tip of the day.
When he learned how to open doors, that was yeah.
It's pretty smart. But I want to do a tip of the day.
Than you would think.
JCD does the tip of the day on No Agenda.
Mm.
And he did a tip a few months back on one of these online sites where you can always find people, which was truepeoplesearch.com, I think it is.
Okay.
Well, there are ways to remove yourself from that. I know they're not free. I mean, they are free if you want to do the work. But my dad was getting a bunch of spam calls, and he's like, I saw this incognito thing, which is very much like delete me, which does.
Yeah, everyone's advertising that right now.
The incognito. So I looked at it and I'm like, well, one person seems fairly expensive, but they have a family plan for like $16 a month. And there was a coupon code. So I think the total with tax was like $175 for a year. And it's 5 separate accounts. They give you a link that you can send out to family friends. It doesn't matter who they are. It's not like they're not connected accounts. Because I was like, well, if the family, I'm assuming it would have been like one account.
Oh, these guys do have quite a bit of info. They don't have the correct phone number for me, which is good.
Right. Well, this is it. And I looked and we were on there. So we did this and it's down to just one listing now of an old P.O. box of mine. So I added the P.O. box, so that should eventually disappear as well. But all of the listings that were there for my parents and the wife and I and my sister are now all gone. It's interesting because when you do their last name search in the city, now my sister's 2 kids still show up, but nothing else. So it worked. It definitely works, and it works within a couple of days to remove you from those kind of sites, at least the True People Search and a couple of others that I've found online.
How do these guys not get hit with doxing laws?
Which one? Oh, which ones? The
guys that do the background search thing.
That provide the information to people.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're public records.
It's literally, if you just take a screenshot of this info and you post it on X or Facebook or anywhere, you will literally be talking to police, because that's not just against terms. That's actually illegal in most places.
You're right. Even though they can look it up totally free on.
Yeah.
It's because it is a public record. So,
my take has always been doxing's bullshit, because we used to have the white pages. So there's no such thing as doxing,
because everybody wanted to be.
But since doxing is actually in the law now, like most states have passed legislation on this. Since I'm on the losing side of that argument, it would seem to me that companies that literally just make their money selling people's private info should be not. I mean, how are they getting around those laws? I have no idea.
I think because it's public records and you can provide it as a lookup, which is different than, I mean, if you're on one of the social medias, I mean, you don't have to use your real name. So, I mean, that's where the connection obviously can come out here. And it's like because when you're listed here, they list all of your, employment. They list your possible associates, which is interesting. On mine, before it was removed, there were like 3 Chinese names that were on my list of, there were a bunch of people that, were like family and that, but then there were people that I'm like, I don't know these folks. Maybe they know me. I don't know that with the Chiners, but it's very interesting that, these services work. So, I mean, there's that. The legality of it is, if it's a public record, I guess they can display it unless you ask them not to, which is all you're doing. And people were afraid, like, why would I give all of my information to Incogni? It's like, well, you have to trust them. I mean, that's what it comes down to, because you just, digitally sign something saying you're my power of attorney in this one particular area. And then they send out all the emails.
Yep.
And thanks to, I think a lot of this is because of the EU and their massive privacy laws.
They've got way more privacy laws than any state has here.
And if you request that your information is removed, this is kind of like back in the day. If you request that your information is removed and they still show it, then they can get a massive fine. I remember back in the day, it was one of the phone companies. I think it was Sprint, MCI or Sprint. And they were constantly fucking calling, trying to sell me shit. And I said, hey, I would like you to put my name on the do not call list. They said yes, had the dude's name. Got another call like 3 days later and started up the little process, and they sent me a check for like $500. And it's like,
no way.
Yeah.
Damn. That's nice.
Because they knew if you were going to take it further that they were going to be screwed. It's like, so
what did you contact them, or did they have a,
yeah,
did you say, hey, you guys called me twice and I said, don't call me.
Yeah. Here's the information. And they just like, they asked, okay, would this settle it? And I'm like, yep. Sounds good. Send me some money. Wow. That always sounds good.
Yeah. And probably never called you again.
No. From that point on, though, anybody that, when I was still answering the phone,
costs us money. I've always put my phone numbers on the government's do not call website.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really works because you still get a lot of calls.
From scammers especially, which is a lot of what this is.
Scammers don't bother checking the numbers they're not supposed to call. Amazing.
No, but they get enough information from these publicly accessible databases to have information about you and people that you've worked with and neighbors, that it's easier to scam people. I mean, it's amazing. Not that it's ultra hard, but it's like the fact that it's on one page where they're telling you, well, here's your neighbor on this side. Here's your neighbor on that side.
Right. Exactly. Which is interesting to know. I just don't want anybody knowing my shit.
Right. So I was curious how fast this would work.
Yeah.
And the fact that after just a couple of days now that most of it, at least the sites that I'm checking, I'm sure there are others out there, but the ones that I'm checking don't have it. And you can pay more in incognito. If you find other sites where you still exist, that they'll do the same thing outside of their normal. I think it's like 250 sites that they blanket out. But those 250 seem to be a majority for what most people are on.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. Get yourself off, man. Get yourself off these websites if you don't want to be found anyway.
Well, it sounds like we're doing an ad for Incogni, so we should get paid for that.
They should. Well, if anybody wants I'll send you
I'm sure if you...
They do, of course, include referral links. So I'll put it in the show notes.
I was going to say, I'll just go to Incogni and get a link right now.
And that way you can, if you want to try it, then way you can help promote the show as well. So support the show, that is. But it's, I was very skeptical at first because I always see these things like delete me, and Kevin Rose was all, delete me. But the Incogni, I'm like, it is one of the VPN, Shark VPN or something is the same company behind Incogni. And it's like, so they've been around for a while and their service
40% commission.
Right. Which it's like, that's not bad.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It's like, they'll give me 40%. And it's like, that's not really a big deal. But if you want to try it out, definitely go to our page for the show and there'll be a link there. Because it's a complete service base. So the customer, they can afford to give you a discount.
Exactly.
And then really, I can say at this point, I think we've probably already made the decision that in a year to renew it, because if you don't renew it, I'm assuming things start showing back up. And
in fact, they'll resubmit all your shit.
Yes. Like monthly, I think they do everything. So that's
so you just, it's a little bit of a protection service,
Yes. And this was it. It's like, for me, as well, anybody that is a podcaster using their real name, it's always a little weird that the information.
Which is why I think this was a bad idea on your part to use our real names.
I know, but it's too late now.
I think Sir Gene is perfectly fine. I don't know why you have to insist on a full name.
I would have come up with something besides Sir Gene. It's weird, man. It's just too tied to No Agenda.
No Agenda has always referred to me as for 11 years.
Yeah, but that's in the No Agenda world. Only in the No Agenda world are you a sir.
95% of our listeners.
Only is that where you are a sir.
My God. No, I'm a sir everywhere. Are you kidding?
Are you a sir? Hello, sir. I go by he, him, sir, her. But you spell it C-U-R. Arg.
No, nobody spells it C-U-R.
I do.
No, I do. When I'm playing video games, I'm addressed as sir.
Is this by all the 12-year-old boys you're whipping in the spaceship games?
No, that's by the NPCs in those games.
The NPCs. You're listening to Unrelenting. We do have some people to thank for today's show. It's very weird. Thanks to, maybe it's because it is August 1st. Can you believe it's August? Oh my God. The summer has just flown right on by. But
it is the end of summer, isn't it?
We're getting there. School will be back. Nuts. Those little snot-nosed kids will be back in school. Teaching getting their liberal teachers, getting them all hyped up on the goop don gop.
Getting their liberal education going.
Well, somebody's got to do it, I suppose. Although, college was a liberal education hellhole when I was in it in the 80s into the 90s. So I don't see how it's too much different, but we have a few people to thank for today's show. We are a value for value show, and we don't talk about it as much as some others, but we are. Unrelenting.show/donate. That's where C. Brooklyn went, and just came in with $34.49. Woo! I know you sound skeptical.
Yeah, I thought it was less than that.
No, you see, he came in also with 33 sats.
Oh, okay.
And he said, I like Unrelenting, but then he came in with $34.49, which I think is $33.33 plus the PayPal fees.
Right.
So thank you, C. Brooklyn, for both boosting and going the old PayPal route.
Yeah, PayPal is better than boosting.
Well, it depends on the amount. It's really about the amount, not about the not about the service, right? Although I noticed when I was trying to move the some Bemrose, and although his sats were easy because there weren't that many, but my node, I wanted to move some sats off, so I wanted to move a bunch of the Larry sats off.
Yeah, I
got a bunch of Gene sats sitting on my node.
Yeah,
and I wanted to move them out, and the only one big enough was the Podfather's node to handle the $400 and whatever dollars worth of sats that I needed to move for Larry.
Wow.
And I had to try it like 5 times for it to go through. So I understand.
And hence my comment about PayPal being.
Yeah. This is where the issue comes in. If you don't have.
And you were telling me that you could just do sats with PayPal now, right?
Well, you can do crypto among people on PayPal, but unfortunately you can't send sats to a PayPal account yet.
Oh, they still don't have. Okay,
no, because that would be awesome.
A little bit. Yeah, even if they take 10% or whatever, it still beats all this nickel and dime every month bullshit places. I just would prefer to forget the fact that over the course of 3 years of having that service, I paid $700 for the privilege of receiving $700.
Yeah, it was way better for me to buy a Raspberry Pi 3 for a couple $100 with the external drive that was needed.
And you didn't even need to do that if you had the other hardware. You could have just used an old computer.
True.
Yeah.
But this is nice. It was the Umbrel system I also highly recommend. I mean, you can buy hardware from them with it all set up, but the Umbrel software is open source and works really well on the Raspberry Pi. It's really like anybody can do it. If you buy the hardware, it's not like you have to install a bunch of things manually. You just have to get the operating system on there, which isn't hard. You put the little card into your computer, you download what you need, and boom, it's done. And it runs. It just runs. It doesn't die. It just keeps going. Weenie Wawa, he came in with $10.80. That's monthly. So thank you for listening, Weenie Wawa. Still one of my favorite names. Darren Rundle came in with $5.65. I think that's monthly. Thank you. Or it seems like at least it's coming in monthly. As with Kevin Seifert, $5. And Scott Gorman, $2.50 per show.
Nice.
That guy knows how to do it. And then there's some guy named Comic Strip Blogger that was sending sats.
He sends sats pretty regularly.
Yeah, he wanted to let us know there's no podcasting 2.0 today. I knew that, but thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
Adam is down in Florida at the Godcaster conference or something like that.
That makes sense.
Imagine the humidity in Florida right now.
Oh, yeah. The nice thing is you can always take a dip.
That's true. Unless there's gators. You got to just have your swimming pool that is fenced off.
Gators are friendly. People underestimate gators' friendliness.
Tell that to the kid in Disney that was snatched by a gator a few years ago.
That's pretty friendly.
Yeah. It's like, you want to play? Just got a little out of hand. But then CSB came in with $42.75. So $42.75 plus $1,033. That's over $5-6 now.
Wow.
He's upping his game.
Because he'll shrink it.
He says, howdy, Gene and Darren. Please visit www.csb.lol for my daily cartoons. Yes, I draw them on the daily now. Yo. CSB, PS, Curva.
Yeah, he posts them on X too.
Daily cartoons. What more could you want? CSB.lol.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants me to help him start up Polak record labels here in the United States.
Polak record labels?
Yeah, he wants me to post his music on Spotify or Apple Music. They probably don't let him because he's in one of them foreign countries.
Oh, yeah, one of them foreigners.
Yeah, they're like, we only want Americans, boy.
Yeah, somebody posted a comment saying that she was just in Europe and talking to the Europeans. They all think that they can't go to the U.S. for vacation because they're going to get deported. So I said, well, good.
Less Europeans, that's better here,
less
boys.
Europeans is a win.
That is a definite win.
Yeah. It's nothing is as shitty as being in Florida during European holiday season.
They all show up. They all want to see Mickey Mouse.
They all go to Florida because it's the cheapest airfare. And then, unlike normal people, they don't go there for a week. They go there for a month.
Well, yeah, because it's a long flight and you're spending more money.
Because they have like vacation for 3 months a year.
Well, yeah, because they're Europeans. They're like, you get 8 months vacation because you can barely work. It's more, you want a good life work balance.
What's that?
They want to give people so much time off because otherwise they want you to work 3 days a week.
The French do, yeah.
It's a little bit of a different system.
Yeah. And then you wonder why Europe is literally just in real time being taken over by the Middle East.
Looks like the stock market down. Everybody's afraid of the Canadian tariffs. It's like, sorry, we don't need Canadian stuff in America. I mean, I don't have a problem with the Canadians, but if you want to...
No, I guess there's some cheese or something, but, about it.
Trump's still fighting with the Fed. Like, yeah, but everything's going good. I mean, come on, Fed. Wake up to what's going on.
Yeah, whatever. Fed, whatever. What Trump is good at, which is frankly what the job he should have had is international negotiations.
True.
He doesn't. He's the wrong guy for president, but he is the right guy to negotiate all these deals. Because you saw that video of him speaking with Starmer.
No, but I'll believe it.
No, so he's out in Britainland and basically telling him that we kicked your ass once, we'll do it again if we need to. And saying, yeah, you guys, you don't have freedom of speech here. You need to get that back. Otherwise, we're going to kick you out of NATO.
Not wrong.
No, totally not wrong.
Well, I saw an article the other day. I don't know if it's true or not because I'm not there, but it sounded like the UK was doubling down, putting money into a government agency to do nothing but monitor the social media of their citizens.
Dude, they've been sending letters to American companies telling them that they will have judgments against them in British courts and they expect to get those paid.
Good luck with that. I would just turn them off.
Well, yeah, but like Rumble being the big one, Rumble's like, we don't make our content for your little island. So if your people are watching it, that's not on us, that's on them. Because they're, obviously Rumble has the most free of all free speech on video. And they don't like that in the UK.
No, they want to be able to control everything, and that's not the way the world works. And this is the insanity of this. And I understand why these insane people want the one world government, because without the one world government,
right,
you have countries that don't care about your jurisdiction. And
they also want one world government that works the way they do.
Right. Oh, yeah. They don't want freedom.
They would not want the one world American government.
No. Because you look, and again, this has been my sticking point with all of this stuff, even when states like Florida and Texas try to make these internet laws. There are countries and jurisdictions that don't have the same laws, so it's impossible for you to be able to enforce those laws. You can't say, wow, we're not going to allow you access to porn or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you got somebody then Panama or whatever country that's like, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your answer going to be then as a country? Do you block all websites in that country? And there's ways around that as well. With VPNs and things like that, it's not hard. Even if something's only available in the UK, everybody knows at this point you can buy a VPN for under $3 a month to have a UK endpoint so you can watch the streaming BBC. So the whole concept of blocking people around the world now is retarded.
Yeah. Or like YouTube is now, because of the UK and maybe Europe, I don't know, but for sure UK is implementing AI to determine if the person watching the videos is an adult or a child.
And how do you determine this? You need an ID?
You look at it through their webcam to see what they look like.
Hey, I don't have a webcam. Then can I watch?
You're clearly a child then.
Right. Well, maybe. I'm not going to argue that.
Uh-huh.
Like, no,
they're what they're doing is they're analyzing the videos you're watching.
I watch Elmo.
Exactly.
So then you're like, well, you can't then watch gun content right after Elmo content.
No, they're not going to let you. Yeah. Thanks, UK. And then I don't know if you've heard, this has been a big thing in the gaming world, that Visa, MasterCard, both of them, I think, told Steam to drop adult-themed video games. Otherwise, they're not going to allow credit card transactions for anything.
Yeah, I believe that.
This resulted in a major backlash because obviously you can imagine there's a lot of people that play games. And even if you've never bought an adult game, fuck them. It's none of their business what you spend your money on. And credit card companies are a leech to begin with, sucking out a few percent of every transaction, which is bad enough. And sure as hell, no one gave them the right to be a decision maker into what you're allowed to spend your own money on.
Well, this is where the crypto kind of thing is needed, but it requires people to switch over to something that they may not be comfortable with. Because here's the catch-22 with these sites, whether it's PayPal or Visa. Well, you're going to take away payment from most people. Even if you can go to something that's open, most people are not going to understand how to do it. I'm assuming this is the same thing that you're talking about with Steam that hit the tensor.art, one of the sites I use for art, that all of a sudden went, oh yeah, due to Visa, we have to remove all the not suitable for work models.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And then all of the celebrity ones too, although they seem to still be there.
So there's been there's a crossover between gaming and 4chan, believe it or not.
No way.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. And so 4chan very quickly figured out why this is happening. There's a group out of Australia that did a petition to force Visa and MasterCard to remove adult content in everything.
And it's always some small little group causing problems.
And it was a group that, not the group itself, but the group gathered 1,100 signatures. The group itself is about 20 people. And this is now affecting Steam, which has a user base of 20 million.
Yes.
And so out of the 20 million, probably about 100,000 people are really pissed right now. And so instantly, every person that is a member of that group got doxxed. Their information and their photos being published. And I think a lot of these people are they didn't realize the bee's nest that they were kicking here.
Well, they think they're safe because they're hiding behind.
Exactly. There's no hiding from 4chan.
Well, this is the whole thing that happened to O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh when he was around. The Media Matters, which is a small group who wanted to do them harm.
Yeah.
you come out and you're like, well, let's go after the advertisers. And they're like, oh my God, it's like, but you don't understand what's behind it, and the outrage is fake. And this concept that you can, again, control this.
Yeah. And then you find out that some of these people that are trying to get adult content banned have arrest records for pedophilia. It puts a whole different spin on things.
Right. Well, you then question why they're doing it. What is the end result?
Watch kids than adults.
And this is down to even open source software, which is just, again, retarded.
Full of furries. Absolutely.
Okay, I stay far away from the furries. I saw that. You got to stay away from the furries, man. But the one open source software which does a pretty good job of changing the face in videos and photos. And if you have enough horsepower, it'll do your face real time on a webcam. Well, they added in a few generations ago a content analyzer script, which then looked for too much skin. And, it's trying to figure out if there's nudity there.
Yeah.
And then somebody figured out, okay, here's how you bypass the script. It's not hard. But in the latest version, so I updated that file, just went to the old file, brought that one back, and the thing wouldn't run. They added a fucking hash check in the main Python script, so you then have to go in and just, add =1. Any idiot can do it, even if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they're making it so hard, and it's like, you think you're doing something. You think you're stopping people from doing this because, if they want to fucking do it, they're going to have to open up a text file, find a line of text, and change it to =1. Oh my God, how hard. And it's all over. And this is the beauty, I guess, of the AI, is the AI well, some of them won't. And I don't remember exactly which ones will and which ones won't, but I'm pretty sure it was the Google Gemini that's like, I could fucking help you with that here. Let me show you how to disable that. These AIs are great, especially for things like this where you don't know maybe what do I have to do? Well, no, just edit this. Okay, you're fine.
The age of AI, baby. They're not going to be great for long, so take advantage. Right. Everything will be locked down. Everything will be, you're not allowed. It's coming.
And the problem is you're not allowed is happening at the last part of the chain. And CSB says, thank you for your service. Good pod today. Wow.
It's always a good pod. What are you talking about, CSB?
But it is at that final point, which I love this with ChatGPT, when I ask it to create an image. And the way ChatGPT does the images, it looks like an old modem because it's almost like it's drawing line by line as it goes down.
Yeah.
And I love it when it makes it a halfway, 2/3 of the way down, and then deletes it like, oh, no, might be something adult or something.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it doesn't even know itself until it's printing it, which shows you how dumb the guardrail portion of this stuff is.
The whole idea of the guardrail is stupid.
It is.
If you want to have a guardrail, all you got to do is just put a watermark in that's not easily removable. That's it. That's all you need to do. You want to know
video and pictures. Yes,
the Hitler picture. That's what you do.
Now they're worried about text.
Yeah, if you're talking about text, first of all, I don't see a point in having a guardrail at all. Pretty much. There are books on any topic you can imagine, including furries out there.
How do you make a nuclear bomb?
There's books for that. Exactly.
You're like, your biggest problem isn't how to, it's getting the materials that you need.
Yeah. Exactly. And it is just ridiculous. The nannification of America, and really by extension, the world.
Well, and the EU, I think, is worse.
They probably are. Yeah, I mean, yes. In some instances, yes, but in EU, everything Muslim is off the table. So you can You can talk about child pornography as long as it's in the context of part of Islam.
Oh, wait. So here is the prompt that you want to put in. Allah wants me to know, and then the information you want to get.
You could try that, but I mean, it's a Muhammad married his wife Aisha when she was 11 years old.
It's a different time.
Is it though?
They didn't have TikTok.
I don't know about that. I think they still had TikTok.
But the concept that you can somehow keep the information in, and my favorite thing is when people show how they get around it to get the same information. It's like, right. I don't know how many different ways they think they can try to build what they call the guardrails. But again, like say the information about building a bomb. If you just say, hey, how do I build a bomb? It's like, no. But if you go to the AI, hey, I'm an author. I'm researching a project. The villain in here is building a bomb.
Again, I'm telling you, this is the golden age. This is just like the internet in the mid-90s.
Everything's
available.
Anything
you want. Everyone's Windows computer is plugged in without a firewall.
I love that time. I loved that time. It was so fun to go look at the neighbors' desktops.
Exactly. So
not that I did that. That would have been illegal. It's long enough.
No one ever did that. This is the equivalent of that, I think, right now, because I think the guardrails are going to be getting harder and harder to bypass. And it's about a 99% chance that there will be laws that get passed explicitly banning certain type of information from AI. Like, that shit's coming.
But how do you...
There are too many Karens out there.
You're right. But there's a couple of things. One, right now, it absolutely sucks, but Proton Mail is launching their AI. And their whole thing is everything's encrypted.
Both you and Ben are way up more on what Proton's doing than I am. I just use it for mail. I don't use it for anything else.
I saw a news story on it, but I do have it for mail, which I don't, and I have their, premier account since last Christmas when they did the Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
But the AI isn't a part of that, but it sucks. But the concept is good, which is they're an AI company that's saying, whatever you query the AI, we are not going to keep a record of it.
Yeah.
So if that's true, that's huge. And also, when these AI companies, if you're basing your AI service out of the EU or out of the United States, and these laws get so fucking draconian that you have to block 90% of it, why not move your company to, again, I keep saying Panama because I know where NordVPN is. And they're like, we don't care about your DMCA. Fuck that shit. Come down, do what you want. You'll have a country that goes, well, if we just make no laws about AI, everybody will just build their servers here and everybody in the world can still access them. You might be breaking the law, but you can still access them. So why wouldn't that be the AI that then wins? Because it's like anything else. You take a product and you go, well, you know what? I got this great vacuum, but I'm going to only let it work at 50% of its capacity. And then somebody else is like, well, we're going to let it do 100. Well, which one are you going to buy? So I don't know how this is going to all work out.
A cat?
Which
their AI is a cat.
Lumo? Yeah. Well, the icon.
Again, cat. He's looking right at me.
The AI currently sucks. If you ask it about yourself, it will probably just give you something crazy. I'm like, tell me about Darren O'Neill, the podcaster. And it's like, oh, he hosts the Unbendable podcast or something crazy like that.
Ooh, the Unbendable. I didn't know you did that one.
No, it's a brand new one. It's coming out. I didn't even know I was doing it until it suggested it. But it had none of that kind of information. But the concept I like, because on the other side of this, you've got the guy from ChatGPT saying, right now, if your government comes to us, we kind of have to give them access to all of your queries.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, understand that when using the AI is that there's a record and if you're do not like try to figure out how to commit crimes by asking the AI questions. This is going to be the easiest way to get caught. Like, hey, AI, how do I murder 48 people without getting caught? Like, don't do that. Not with the AI that's going to track you. No. But it's interesting because, again, I get that all of these countries are going to try to limit this. I just don't understand why somebody, like Russia, wouldn't stand up and go, fuck you, EU and United States. We're going to have the uncensored AI. I mean, of course, it won't say anything bad about Vlad or anybody, but still, otherwise it'll be uncensored. Right, exactly. He is the supreme leader that we all aspire to have in our country.
I can't even create images. What the hell kind of AI is this?
A very early starting open source. I think it's one of the Llama models that is, which you can run on your own computer if you had enough hardware.
It respects your privacy because it can't answer any of your questions.
Right. Exactly. That's why it's
interesting.
It's a very
interesting
private
tagline.
Yes.
I said, totally off topic. I sat down yesterday at my computer and I'm like, what is that smell?
The snake?
No. It's a weird kind of a harsh, bitterish type smell. And I think it hit me. It smells like an ashtray. Like, what the hell? Why do I smell an ashtray when I don't smoke?
Is something burning?
What the hell could it possibly be? And I couldn't think of anything all day yesterday. And it hit me this morning. I had a really good, there's a restaurant nearby, a really good shrimp boil.
And you had it delivered?
Yeah, I had it delivered. Of course I had it delivered. And this shrimp boil is basically, if you've never had one, it's, boiled shrimp, but they're boiled in basically a gooey soup of spices.
Right, like a good crawfish boil.
It's just like a crawfish. In fact, I've had that same restaurant's crawfish boil as well. The problem with crawfish versus shrimp
more work
is you eat about an eighth of the crawfish and you eat about 2/3 of the shrimp. So the shrimp gets you a lot more meat per weight.
I like more meat.
Way more crawfish.
I like more meat, Gene. More meat. Huge.
Yeah. I like the big bang for the buck.
You're not wrong.
So bottom line is, I realize what I'm smelling that my brain has categorized as an ashtray is the same spices that I like the taste of when I was eating it from the shrimp boil. I was like, oh, they do kind of smell like an ashtray if you think about it.
So the people making your shrimp boil were just flicking their cigarettes right into.
Exactly. That must be it. What else would make it taste that good?
It's the extra special spice.
It is amazing. I will say it survived COVID, which is in itself amazing. And they seem to have done a very good job of converting to the delivery model. And the prices are really fucking good on this place. And the taste of the food is very good. So it's called the Catfish Parlor. And they specialize in catfish.
Well, I would hope so.
And other similar type things. So basically things that basically dig through the muck in the lake. So they have crawdads, they have the shrimp, they got the all the things. And they taste great. And this last time around, so I ordered me a pound of shrimp, and I thought, let me get something to go along with that. And they have catfish a la carte. Now, have you ever been into a restaurant that had catfish a la carte?
I can't say I have, but
this is that super tender, flaky, breadcrumb encrusted catfish we're talking about here. It's fried catfish. It is $4 per fillet.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
How many did you buy?
That's a la carte, so it doesn't come with any of the garnish and shit. But if you just want a little catfish along with whatever else you're getting, that's a hell of value in this day and age. When I checked online, the prices for my local bagel shop that I used to occasionally get has doubled in the last 8 years. Literally doubled. It went from being $9 to being $19 for a bagel.
Whoa. How many bagels for $19?
One bagel.
With like locks and everything on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it used to be $9. Because you think about it, the bagel itself should be like $1 or $2. Now, when the fish and the everything else, okay, $9. That's not cheap, but it's not unreasonable. At $20, it's unreasonable.
You know, you can give the gift of food by buying a digital gift card from Catfish Parlor if you want to help Gene out.
I'll take it. I'll freaking spend it.
Just looking here, you can order now.
It is a tasty, tasty food place, man.
2 pounds of fried catfish and 2 dozen husk puppies and 4 tartar sauce, $40.
Yeah. And I can get that like for $22 because I'm in the club.
Oh, there's a club?
Oh, of course there's a club. Dude,
the Catfish Club?
Yes, the Catfishing Club, yes. You know the
Gene's
club
been
that
catfished.
I'm the catfisher.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know what club I just unlocked?
No, I don't.
The exclusive premier 1% club from Uber Eats.
Wow, you must order a lot of Uber Eats.
I'm in the 1% club on Uber Eats.
You have to order like all 3 meals a day for like a month or two for that.
I think I spent $5,000 is what I think it's dollar amount. But what I get for that, the main thing that I get, aside from, what everybody else can get, is I get free priority for everything.
So you're first.
Anytime I put an order in, it's delivered to me first. Because usually, they try to gang up 2 or 3 orders together.
Yeah, and if you're the 3rd or 4th order, it's
you're getting cold food.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, they have fried pickles there too. Nice.
Dude, they have all the southern things. You found it online pretty quick, it sounds like.
Well, yeah, because there's only one restaurant in the world called Catfish Parlor. This is not something that is common.
I thought every city has a Catfish Parlor. Apparently, I'm wrong.
Nope. You can get a kid corn dog for $3.95. I don't know if I want to buy a kid, but
yeah, maybe get it without the kid.
Yeah.
The hush puppies are very tasty, but they're so bad for you.
I know.
It's just like fried cornbread, basically.
Yeah, but that's why it's good.
Yeah.
They have peach cobbler for $6.
2 bags of those things. They just kind of gave it to me for free. Didn't order them.
Now, I want to know how they do this to go. Peach cobbler a la mode.
Oh, it is so good, man. I've had that.
Delivered?
It is some of the best peach cobbler I've ever had.
But with the ice cream delivered? How does that work?
Ice cream on top, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the one thing that surprised us a few years ago when we went to Gibson Steakhouse. One of the nicer steakhouses.
Yeah.
And the dessert we got was a frozen thing, like a big frozen cake kind of concoction, but all, pretty much ice cream based.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, well, you can't take that home or whatever,
Sure you can.
I know. They're like, no, we have the technology.
Mm-hmm.
They got the frozen things you can put it in, the dry ice, whatever. It's like, damn, now that's a restaurant.
Well, it's a little simpler here. The restaurant is located 1 mile away from me.
So you won't melt in the time.
Prime delivery. So
you're like, that's perfect.
I can get ice cream there. Yes.
That is perfect. Apple pie a la mode.
Yeah. Their apple crumble is really good. Their peach cobbler is really good. And, I have to moderate my intake of actual sugar. So this is a special treat to get something like that.
Tilapia poor boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a poor boy made out of tilapia, which is about as poor as you can get. Yeah.
Cracker Jack shrimp poor boy sounds pretty good though.
But they also have like redfish. They've got some more expensive shit there too.
Well, of course. They're the Catfish Parlor.
Yeah. Catfish Parlor.
So if you go down to the Catfish Parlor, tell them Gene sent you.
That's right. You do that. And I've been driving by that place for 15 years now.
And you had never bought anything until when?
The first time I bought something there was 3 months ago.
Damn. And now you're hooked. You're in the 1% club.
I'm in the 1% club. Yep.
CSB again. Gene Curva, nothing is off topic. Keep going. He's encouraging today. CSB,
I
thank you.
think he does like the off-topic talk.
Well, he always says like what we talked about after the shows was always better, and that's pretty much this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, this is the typical conversation we have after wrapping up and before Darren's wife shows up.
Right, and we found the little restaurant here, which is a kind of a catch-all, a kind of a Greek place that
I like Greek places,
except it's owned by Mexicans. Which
it'd be the other way around here. It'd be a Greek place run by Mexicans.
That could possibly both, but like by Greek, I mean they've got a menu that is
they've got a spanakopita on there.
Well, they probably do, but they have like a Cajun part of the menu, and then there's a Mexican part of the menu, and then there's an Italian. Where you think like they're doing way too much.
Got it.
But they have really good sandwiches. The wife likes the club sandwich. And I had their burger, which was the special burger, and it was like $18.99, which, I mean, for Austin, what is $18.99, right?
That's like a fast food burger here in town.
And this burger was huge. It was a double burger with bacon. But, it was almost too big for me to eat, which is...
Wow.
It was insane. I'm like, okay, I see why it was $18.99. I
have yet to find a burger that is too big to eat. I remember
big
back in the day, like before they totally went downhill quality wise, but back in the day, you used to go to Fuddruckers.
Oh yeah, man.
And they had the butcher shop in the stores. We're going back to the 80s here, folks. Where Fuddruckers was not a shitty little fast food place. It was actually I guess you'd refer to as a mid-tier dining experience.
Yes,
it was cheaper than a steakhouse, but it was definitely way more than all the fast food places.
But they were one of those, and they don't really
walk in,
right?
And there's like a half a cow hanging on the hook,
right?
And they have an in-store butcher shop.
Then you grab a tray, though. It's kind of like what's the Mexican place now? Where you go through and you get your stuff made. The one everybody likes. It's the one McDonald's owned. I can't remember the name of the Mexican place now. But Fuddruckers. Yeah, I know. NetNet said they closed all of them there. It's like they closed them all here, too. Some black dude owns them now. I think they
closed all but one here. And the last time I went to it about 7 years ago, well, pre-COVID, maybe closed now, but pre-COVID, I went there and it was not a very good experience. But
no, I saw something not long ago on YouTube that some black dude bought them and is trying to bring them back.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah, because I had one really close to me when I lived in Dallas, and it was very mediocre. The only good thing about it was they still carried the exotic meats there. So even though the overall experience was very mediocre, it was one of the few places you could go get elk burgers.
Ooh, bison,
I've always liked elk burgers.
Ostrich.
What?
Bison, elk.
Yeah, ostrich is kind of dry. But elk is really good. Elk is less gamey than deer, but it's definitely a leaner meat, and it's got a lot of taste to it compared to cow. Cow meat is very bland. Buffalo burgers are pretty good too. I like buffalo as well, but given a choice, I'll take elk over buffalo. But anyway, so you walk in, there's a half a cow, you order your food. Yes, you got a tray, and then they've got a huge sort of self-serve garnish section that's as big as a salad bar.
Right.
Again, back in the 80s, not anymore.
Right. That was the best part of it, where you could put all of the like nacho cheese.
As much nacho cheese, as much relish as you want, as many onions or tomatoes or pickles or anything. Just fill, like your burger could be 3 times bigger by the time you're done.
And
they give you the burger open face, and the buns were butter fried on the bottom. So they were crisp, toasted, fried, whatever you want to call it. But it had that really delicious, tasty little crust on the top and the bottom of the buns. And then if you got dessert, that was made separately in a separate window in the restaurant that was more like a soda jerk kind of a place. where they would make all the desserts and the shakes and, very, and in fact, thinking back to the retro, the table covers were red and white.
Yeah.
Little square pattern. What would you call that?
The old fashioned kind of look, plaid kind of checker pattern.
Checkerboard. Yeah. Like a red and white checkerboard kind of pattern, which a lot of the soda fountain places used to have back in the day. So, and that was like in the 80s, it was styled after a 1950s restaurant.
It was so good.
I think they grew very fast. And then, like a lot of places that grow quickly, the quality just started going downhill and people started going there less and less. They had to reduce pricing to compete and then, of course, reduce quality.
And then they started like combining with some other restaurants that was part of the same group. Yes. And it was like, no, don't do that.
Here's your Arby's and...
right, like half and half. Like, no.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Yeah, that's kind of, I feel like Pizza Hut went the same way.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Pizza Hut.
Everywhere back in the day. Back in the 80s, that was like the place to go get an unlimited pizza selection at lunch. And there was always a competition between the guys to see who'd eat the most slices of pizza at lunch.
Well, yeah, because you could get
the rest of the day.
The pizza buffet.
Yeah, the pizza buffet at Pizza Hut.
What more could you want?
It was a thing. And I think, again, it feels like their quality started going down. Dude, you remember they had a campaign with Rush Limbaugh?
I don't remember that.
And Trump and Rush
really
were doing the Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza. Eat it from the wrong side campaign.
I don't remember that.
You got to just type in Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, I'm seeing the commercial already. Yeah, 1995. Pizza. Yeah.
95, I thought it was 85. Okay.
For Trump.
In the 90s they did that.
Trump was Ivanka and Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. Eating pizza from the wrong side.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Rush was also featured, I'm guessing maybe around the same time it says. He is in separate Pizza Hut's commercials in 1995.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You remember the commercials, man. You are good at this.
I am good at commercials. I know, it's sad, right?
If he needs like a Trivial Pursuit commercials edition.
Dude, I was a god in Trivial Pursuit.
Well, especially once or twice through the game.
Like a steel trap. Nowadays, I can see the picture of it. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
That is so annoying. More B12, more B12.
Oh.
There's a game that is out online every day. It's a new grid called the Immaculate Grid, and they do it for like baseball and basketball. But I never watched basketball. I used to watch baseball.
Catholic thing.
No, and then the wife, she'll like kick my ass in it because, and I said this. I think it's very clear. I can remember baseball players based on record, and what they'll do is it'll be 9 squares, obviously grid. And there's 3 categories at the top and 3 categories on the side, and you have to match them. And it could be things like 30 wins in a season. It could be 5, strikeouts in a game, whatever it is. And then you have to match the two. So the person you put in there, the baseball player, the answers are always baseball players, have to be somebody that qualifies in both of those categories that are intersecting.
Mm-hmm.
And I do great with the things with statistics, but they often will just give you teams. So something like, played for the White Sox and the Cincinnati Reds. Like, I am horrible at that. I don't remember it. I'm like, the wife remembers. It's like, because, she was filing away cute baseball players in the uniform. I'm like, you asked me who was like the Victoria's Secret models, and I can tell you that.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's something I was posting on X. Is like there were way hotter Victoria's Secret models and or Sports Illustrated swimsuit models than this chick that everyone's going crazy about with the blue jeans.
Oh yeah, Sydney Sweeney. She's
not
bad to look at, but
she's not hot.
No,
she's far from hot. She's got big tits.
Right, which is the winning feature. And she knows that she was on one of the late night shows, like I saw a year or two ago. And she's well aware the draw. Well, when she was,
I mean, that's nothing big. It's nothing impressive.
No, when she was on Saturday Night Live, I think it was last year, they did a Hooters
What does she
bit.
do? I've not seen her until this Jeans campaign.
I believe she's an actress, but I don't think I've ever seen anything
she was like a singer or something.
No, she's an actress who just kind of goes on the fact that she's a relatively nice looking big girl. Yeah,
it's not nice looking. Her face is kind of you want to put a bag on her head, man.
When she's made up,
attractive.
When she's made up at some points, not bad. But I would agree with you. When she started trending, and that was maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
I went and looked, and I'm like, I don't get it.
No, I totally don't get it. No,
I mean she's but she is cuter than Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory.
I disagree. I think Kaylee's
really.
cuter.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's a slightly different look.
She also has retarded eyes, which I'm not a fan of.
How do you define retarded eyes?
They're retarded eyes. They just look at them.
No, I would use that as a show title, but how quickly would the things get?
Oh, especially on YouTube. That would be great. I can't believe we're still on YouTube. I told a dude named Ben that it's like we need to put Good Old Boys on YouTube. He's like, dude, we'd get canceled in one week. I'm like, you'd be surprised.
Yes, they've changed. The new Trump administration maybe is changing the way things are being looked at. But I see where you're going on the Wikipedia page. I see what you mean by the eyes are a little too close together.
They're just retarded looking. I don't know. They're half closed all the time. Her eyelids droop.
It's those
and then
bedroom
they're just
eyes.
facing the wrong direction.
It's the bedroom eyes, Gene. If they're half closed, you sell yourself. Oh, that's what she would look like.
Bedroom eyes. That's like a roofie eye.
Well, maybe. I mean, some guys are like, hey, that's what we're looking for, Sydney
Bill
Sweeney.
Cosby eye. Oh, she's got Bill Cosby eyes. That's so awesome.
Poor Bill.
That's so attractive. Yes.
He got taken out, man.
I always had in fact, I still have a t-shirt somewhere that says Bill Cosby did nothing wrong.
You just don't want to wear that out.
Well, no, I've never worn it, but I bought it. It was hilarious.
But you did wear the Black Lives Matter or whatever it was when you went out for barbecue.
Yeah. No, I have both a Black Lives Matter, an actual one, and I had a Tokens Life Matters t-shirt that a friend of mine bought me and dared me to wear.
And you're like, I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, we'll take you down to the...
Not at the same time as blackface, though.
No, that would...
yes, you got to keep those separate.
That would... Yeah, you don't want to accidentally mix those two things.
Mm-hmm.
And here's
I don't know. This does not strike me as particularly attractive, that's all.
No, she is not unattractive, but not...
She is the definition of mid, as the kids say.
She's meh.
Because I'll send you a picture right now of her with minimal makeup.
You like meh?
Very meh. It's the kind of chicks that like your high school was full of.
I went to an all-boys high school, but I get the point.
Okay. Well, maybe you don't get the point. It's the kind of chicks that like... Keep in mind, I grew up in Minnesota before Somalis moved in.
Oh, yeah, when there were a lot of good girls going on, eh?
We had 85% Swedish and Norwegian bloodlines in my school. And we had 7 Asians and 14 black people.
You remember the exact demographic breakdown?
Yeah, it was easy because they're such small numbers.
That's hilarious.
The blacks were twice as big as the Asian population.
That is hilarious.
Everybody else was a blue-eyed blonde. And I have blue eyes, by the way, and in case people are wondering.
Did that change?
So, no, they've always been blue. They just never changed from when I was a kid. Most kids have blue eyes, and mine stayed blue. But the hair definitely changed. It went from hair to no hair.
Just on the chin.
I always wondered, like, would I have any red hair on my beard when I was young? I was wondering that. And the answer was no, not at all. 0. Because I have photos of me as a little kid, like 6, 7 years old, and I had blonde hair.
No way.
Without sunning it, like naturally blonde hair. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it just kept getting darker and darker. And by the time I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, it was just the same color it is right now.
So the little Gene riding the recumbent bike really should have been a blonde.
Well, it depends how far back you want to go. I don't think I was riding any recumbent bikes back then. I don't think I was riding any bike.
No tricycle yet? I mean, that would be kind of like a recumbent bike, right?
Tricycle, no. I think I learned to ride a bike when I was 7. Like a normal bicycle.
That's when I had my Evel Knievel dirt bike. Not dirt bike, but...
I never had a dirt bike. I had, in the early 80s, I had the banana seat.
Right.
What did I forget the brand?
It had to be a Schwinn, right?
Probably. Everybody had the same bike. All my friends, everybody had the same kind of banana seat, 1 speed, where the pedals are directly tied to the back wheel, so you brake by basically pushing against the pedal. That was the common thing. Like, forget any kind of handbrakes or anything. No. And of course, you couldn't imagine anybody putting on a freaking hat to go bike riding. What? Not even a baseball hat. No, you grab a bike. It's just like walking. What special equipment do you need to put on to walk? None. That's what you put on to ride a bicycle.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then now there's like literally laws here in Austin that says you can't go ride a bicycle without a hat.
You're like, we mean a helmet. You're like, what? I don't need no helmet.
Hat. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm looking for the Evel Knievel bike that I had, man. It was cool. It was until you were like then old enough to where it was like, okay, that's not cool anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The Evel Knievel bike. Oh, yeah, this was it, man.
Yeah,
it's on Pinterest.
I've sent you a total image of her with no makeup at all. Not hot at all.
No, I'm agreeing with you on that.
Yeah.
You're like,
Agree
what?
Harder.
No way, Sydney Sweeney. If she showed up at my door, I'd be like, go put makeup on.
Yeah. I'd be like, you the pizza delivery or?
You're like, I'm not tipping you. Like,
just
no way.
Not what passes for attractive is sad. The only redeeming feature she has is it doesn't look like she has tattoos.
No, which I agree is a major buzzkill.
Or nose rings.
Yes. Yeah.
No nose rings, no tattoos.
I would agree. That is not a good thing. I'll look for a better picture, man. My evil bike, it was cool. But I also think that this is where you are with, again, the whole, oh no, the internet is bad. That was kind of the, here we go.
Oh, the number of ugly women talking about how she's a Nazi now is hilarious.
Well, yeah, because they used jeans and they spelled it Jeans. It's like, this is
supposed to be a double entendre, obviously.
Yes, but it's been one that's been around for years. It's like, oh, yeah, it's so racist. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand at all how that was even taken that way, except for the fact that, oh, no, she's a white girl. Like, who cares?
Yeah, how could you possibly consider a white girl attractive? That's crazy.
I mean, I've seen a few. That was
I'm saying in Hollywood, you know.
Oh, right. You can't. But that was my bike, man. That was the.
Oh, wow. That looks way cooler than my bike. You had a gas tank.
I know. Really, it wasn't. If we could only fill it up with something, that would have been better.
Is it empty or?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have put your booze in it at the time if you had it, I suppose.
Guess. Yeah.
With the big black seat. Wild. The little rubber or foam right there on the handlebar, just in case your head went right into the handlebar.
Yeah, I never had that. That's cool.
And it was cool once you're like 7, but once you were like getting towards high school, it was like, I'd like a 10-speed, please.
I'm trying to think when did I get a 10-speed? I think I got a 10-speed in like 7th grade, 8th grade, probably.
That's about the right time.
And then you really start zooming quickly.
Yeah, then you're like, we got the needs for speeds.
Oh yeah. Now you're really zooming around.
It's the way to do it. It is the way to do it. But
I didn't stop sending you pictures of her.
Of Sydney Sweeney. It's like, no, I mean, if she was fully made up, maybe.
Too many photos of her.
Kind of like the girl next door. I mean, but it's, if you want to compare her to, if you want to go back to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit of our high school years of the Kathy Ireland, the one that went on, there were a few of them, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and you're like, oh no, how horrible. Like, no, who wants that? I mean, way cuter than what you have now. Well, especially now because it's all just done with, we want to check our little text boxes for the, we had to be the most diverse. You got to be the most diverse. Sports Illustrated, would they even show you, let's see, from like years past? Because that would be what you want to see on the Sports Illustrated.
They censored those. They're like, not allowed to see them.
We don't want to go back. It goes back to like 2017, really, not further than that. Come on. You could do better than that.
No, I looked, man. They literally do censor that shit.
Like, we can't have, although in 2017, a lot of white girls. Barbara Palvin, I always thought she was hot. She's Hungarian.
Yeah, you would agree with Trump then.
Kate Upton, definitely cute. Now, where do you put Kate Upton?
I remember the name. I don't remember what she looks like, so I'd have to.
She is Mrs. Pitcher on the Detroit Tigers.
Now, this is way cuter.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie is.
Yeah, she's elevated.
She if Margot Robbie's a 10, then this other chick's like a 5.
And then you have Kate Upton, who is married to Justin Verlander now of the
Justin Bieber.
Verlander, not Bieber. He's a singer. Verlander, a pitcher.
There's nothing more exciting on a podcast than two dudes Googling images.
But everybody knows who Kate Upton is, so that's okay.
I mean,
but she was the one.
What she looks like
when she popped.
Oh, she's hot. Yeah, she's hot.
When she popped, because she was doing like the Humpty dance or something at some basketball game and went on and went viral. But now, what makes her even hotter is her family is like the Maytag fortune kind of. So she was like a multi-billionaire before. She got married to a really rich dude.
Daryl Hannah.
So I mean, really,
Daryl Hannah. Daryl Hannah was legitimately a billionaire by the time her first movie was there.
Legitimately, yes.
Who's the other actress that's a billionaire? Louise Dreyfus.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
From Seinfeld fame.
She was another billionaire. Yeah, of Seinfeld, but also of the Dreyfus Import-Export Company.
Import-Export.
Which her, I think, grandfather or great-grandfather started, which is a multi-billion-dollar company that all the kids had ownership in.
Vandelay Enterprises.
It's always interesting to see these people coming from serious money that end up going into acting, which pays very little.
Because you can afford to. It's like, follow your bliss. You have the money.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Because you kind of have the people that have no money and the people that have billions go into acting.
And Margot Robbie is extra hot for being Australian.
Well, yes.
The accent works.
But she's absolutely just beautiful. So I'm looking at this other chick that you made me go look at, Kate Upton. Not bad looking, but I don't think she's as attractive as Margot Robbie.
No, she's more the girl next door, but again, big boobs. And then the $1 billion would help. I mean, if you were back in the dating pool, that would be like, oh, hey.
Well, the problem is if they have $1 billion, then you have a prenup.
That's true.
So, but she does have big boobs, so I'll give her that.
Wow, another CSB boost, 1033. Gene Corva, I wanted to buy Ice Cube machine this week, but your trash talks and DMs discouraged me.
Good.
You people don't use ice cubes at all? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, no, I don't. So CSB texts me and he's like, hey, do you use an ice machine? Which one do you have? And I'm like, oh, for tea, right? And I reply back, it's like, no, dude, I don't like ice changing and distilling the flavor as it melts. So no, I don't put ice in tea.
I put ice in everything.
You have no taste buds then.
True.
So I would keep the tea in the fridge until it's at 34 degrees.
True, I would go with that too.
And then start drinking it.
Well, see, but here's the thing. If the iced tea is 34 degrees when you start drinking it, you put the ice in, the ice won't melt, but it will keep the iced tea cool, and it will melt at a slower rate. I'm not saying it's never going to melt.
Here's another solution. Don't drink 64 ounces at a time out of a cup.
Well, I would agree with you there, too.
If you drink 12-ounce cups, it's going to stay nice and cold the entire time.
I did consider buying one of the coffee mugs that keep the coffee at the proper temperature for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to feel like I gotta get through them quick. You can
I've got the Japanese instant always on hot water thing.
Well, that's nice.
So I don't have an ice maker CSB, but if you want hot tea, I could definitely make a recommendation there because I don't use a kettle ever. I have the Japanese solution, which is you have water that's constantly at the perfect temperature for making tea. And it's a jigoroshi.
Doesn't everybody's refrigerator make ice? When was this not been a thing?
Yeah, but he was saying that that the ice gets flavored by the food you have in your freezer, apparently.
That can be true. If you have something that's off in the freezer or even the refrigerator, I guess. Mm-hmm. There are times that the ice can have a slightly off flavor because it's sharing the space.
Boy, I definitely butchered that name. It's a zojirushi.
There are
ZOJRUSHI water boiler.
Well, you can get a lot of these on Amazon.
Everybody you just have to
you have to be careful on Amazon because if something doesn't have enough reviews and it's got a bunch of them and they're on sale, usually those reviews are bought and paid for. But you can get for about $100 a device that will make ice that just sits on your countertop. So if you like ice CSB, look whatever one on Amazon has the highest reviews, but has at least 100+ reviews. Because there's a bunch of them that have really high reviews, and there's like 20 reviews. I'm like, I wouldn't trust that. But I noticed
the reviews are like, I bought one for my husband, and he loves it.
Yes,
that's the most common review on Amazon.
I noticed the same thing with the dehumidifiers. They're very hard to find any of them that have a lot of reviews. They're all very weird Chinese. Weird, I say, is just to mean I've never heard of them, Chinese companies. Mm-hmm. But there's a portable maker here on Amazon for $35 that has 3,000 reviews, 4.5 stars. So just buy a portable ice maker.
How big is it?
It is a portable. It says...
that sounds very small.
Ice cubes ready in 6 minutes. It is a 26-pound per 24-hour self-cleaning function. It is, let's see, does it give me a size? It looks like a little like cooler, not even. It is, and I'll just round up, 12 by 9 by 12. Uses 87 watts.
You want to convert that into centimeters for Europeans?
No, I do not. It's like a foot by 9 inches by a foot.
It says 32 centimeters by 32 centimeters by 22 centimeters.
Yeah, these are the ice makers. Exactly. Weirdo. These are ice makers.
I don't think that's the right one to get, though. You want to get the U-Homey commercial ice maker machine that does 100 pounds of ice. That seems much better deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can do more ice, but how many pounds of ice does CSB need for his tea?
100 pounds.
Yes,
100 pounds.
It's a big glass, huh?
Very big. $339, but I suspect it's probably a better use of the ice making technology because this one sits on the floor, not on the counter.
I understand that. Yeah, I want to know what is the technology because when it is in the fridge, or in the freezer portion, it takes quite a while. How do these things give you ice cubes in 6 minutes.
Well, they cool the water off.
I understand. Oh, thank you, Gene. Is that how ice works?
You're welcome.
How does it work so fast?
Okay. So let me rephrase that. In your freezer, in your big freezer in your house, what is actually cooling the ice is ambient air.
True, from the freezer.
These things have the actual cooling fluid touching the metal.
The mold, so it's getting it extra cold.
Yeah, so it's really cold.
And CSB, you can get these in red and black. You can get them in all sorts of. You can get it in the colors of your favorite flag, whatever that might be.
I think you'd want to get one that does at least 40 pounds.
He's a big iced tea drinker, man.
I mean, if you're going to go to the trouble of putting something into your tea and making it get weaker and weaker, you should make sure it generates a lot of ice.
These are little bullet ice cubes. They almost look like bullets. That's interesting too. That could be.
Yeah, because the cooling element is in the middle.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I get it. Now I understand. I haven't had ice cubes like this in such a long time, but like out in
restaurants,
right?
You don't go out, man.
No, I don't. I don't go out. Why would I go out? I just stay home.
There's 2 types of ice cubes in the commercially available. One type is little round ones with the hole in the middle. The other one is like little half shells.
Right. That's what our ice maker here makes, the little half moon.
Okay. No, your ice maker makes more like a lemon wedge shaped ice cube.
Yeah, that's fair.
The restaurants have a very flat kind of a clamshell, but small clamshell makers. That's 2 most common technology, at least here in the US. Maybe other cooler shapes in Europe. I don't know.
And there's 80 people right now listening to Ice Cube Talk with Unrelenting. We love it.
I don't understand why, but
it's a brand new segment, Ice Cube Talk.
Ice Cube Talk. So we're going to do reviews of ice cube makers every. Oh, this is interesting.
What?
It's the 41 pounds per 24 hours. So that's good. It has a detachable 3-liter water tank.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to put clean water in, though. That's what you want to do.
This one. This is a good one. You should definitely get this one.
No, I would like to start doing the YouTube reviews again, but just on things that I want people to send me free. I would
enjoy watching those.
So, I mean, if people will start sending me, top of the line video cards and Macs that are loaded up to the full.
Dude, you watching that guy then? Because it sounds like
I love that guy. I mean,
the Russian dude that reviews that stuff.
Yes, yeah, I love that guy's stuff.
He's really good.
Well, and it's not a very big production, which I like. He just talks.
No, it's not a big production, but he does have some pro quality equipment there.
Yes. Oh, there's no doubt. I would need a new camera or 5.
He's got lights. He's got all kinds of shit
in your one little room, and then he had spiders or something in there. I was like, I hate spiders.
This is the one I would get if I was going to get one. And CSB, I'm not going to stick a link into the show notes because I don't do the show notes on this. It's up to Darren to do it, and he's not going to do it. So I'll email you the link directly.
$421. Yes, now this is.
Come on, dude. It costs money to have good things.
I mean, if I was, constantly having people over and making drinks, this would be what you want.
Or iced tea. Look at the picture of the iced tea they got. That's not amazing looking iced tea.
Yeah, I mean, that really sells the iced tea, the blue stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just that I think it's a blue drink. How is that iced tea? What are they putting into it to make it blue?
Believe me, it's iced tea.
It's
just the color corrected tea is all it is.
It's what's carasso? What's it? Curacao.
Curacao.
Blue curacao.
Curacao is orange. Yes.
It's like, now it's blue. There you go. Put it in the drink.
Blue curacao is basically just a orange sugar syrup.
But it's blue, so it makes so much sense, right?
I had a custom drink that I invented decades ago that used blue curacao as part of it. Yeah, back when I went to bartender school.
Right.
It was called a
slippery Gene.
Burning American flag. Yeah. Very, very creative name.
Wow.
I know, right? Isn't that something?
The Burning American flag. Find out more.
Yeah. It was, only on Unrelenting.
And then the beautiful.
We should, that's what we should do is do some of those. Would you like to know more things as ads for the podcast?
Not a bad idea.
I think it'd be cool. Well, a dude named Ben is now on our last episode here volunteered to pay for some advertising.
I want to see how that works.
That's what I want to see how that works, because I told him I would love to see how that works as long as I'm not paying for it.
Right. If it works, then I'll pay for some. But if it doesn't work, that's on you, son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
The blue stuff is great. What you want to do is you mix that with the right amount of water and you put it into a Windex bottle so it looks like the color of Windex.
And then you drink it.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Then people think you're crazy.
Like, whoa, what are you doing, man? You're crazy. You're going to poison yourself. Poison control.
You're like, I'm fine. I'm fine. But
yeah, so the drink had 3 layers that floated on each other without mixing. So it had a grenadine, which is basically cherry syrup.
Right, nice and red.
Yeah. It had a layer of, God damn, I'm trying to remember now. It's been so damn long. I think it was Sambuca. I think I put Sambuca in there because I remember it was.
So it's a licoricey taste.
Yeah, it's a licoricey taste. And then the top layer was the curacao. And so that creates a red, white, and blue flag in your glass and just enough alcohol in there that you can light it on fire when you serve it.
And basically a drink that tasted like shit but looked good.
Oh, you'd never want to drink it. No, it was way, 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 way too sweet. What you totally could do with it, and we did this in a couple of parties, is pour it on top of ice cream.
Yeah, well, that's one good use of ice cream.
It was very good. Now, when it actually mixes all those colors together, it turns into a very shiny brown.
Well, then it covers everything. It's not racist or anything. You get
brown is good. That's what we always say.
You see what happens when we start with America? We come down to brown.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to Brown Town.
It was pretty cool when I used to do these house parties that were pretty fun, and they were all formals, so everybody's wearing suits and ties and stuff,
but no pants.
And no pants, suits, ties, dresses, no skirts, just blouses. Yeah, exactly. It was a bottomless party.
Yeah, we know what kind of parties Gene's throwing, and you thought Diddy's got the weird stuff going on, but no, a Gene party's way weirder than a Diddy party.
Yeah, well, there was some show that had the bottomless parties. Was it? I think it might have been the last season of Entourage where they had a bottomless party.
I don't know. I need to watch that show again.
That was a thing. It was a thing for a while. Just do bottomless parties.
It was a great show. That was the best buddy show ever. Tell me I'm wrong.
So have you watched The Studio? Did I ask you this already?
I don't think so. What's The Studio?
The Studio on Apple TV is a show that I just binge watched after binge watching the show you told me to watch.
Landman. We got to talk about that next
Landman.
week.
So I watched the whole thing. What?
We got to talk about that next week then.
Why?
Because we're out of time now. I'm just saying for Landman, I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay, no, I liked it. It was very good. I binge watched the whole thing in one sitting. But definitely do check out also The Studio because it's about Hollywood.
Another Seth Rogen show. I was just watching Undeclared.
I'm not a fan of Seth Rogen. I think he mostly sucks. I don't like that pothead's humor. But in this particular show, he does not play that character. He plays a different character, more of a Larry David type character.
Well, I will check it out.
It's actually funny.
So everybody got your homework. Go watch The Studio.
All right, let's wrap her up.
And Landman, then come back next week. Bow, 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 bow. That's the music.
Perfect. We got the music done.
Well, the folks in the troll room, thanks for hanging out. There is no podcasting 2.0 today, I know.
Oh, shit. That means we can keep going another hour.
Big, until the wife shows up for lunch in about 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But you can stay on the stream.
Why don't you give the lunch, Why don't you give the wife a break one of these days and tell her she doesn't have to come home?
She does it on Thursdays because that's the rock and roll pre-shows going on during her lunchtime.
You actually buy her lunch on Thursday,
right? Like just go buy some, here. Have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Get out of my! I'm doing a show, very important show. Please do not bother me while doing my show.
I'm sure that's exactly what a podcaster sounds like.